right players, you can be very successful, and it's the land of the region of opportunities. So I would say give it a go. Thank you very much.
As Matthijs showed in his presentation, Indonesia offers a broad range of business opportunities. PUM has been present in Indonesia for over 40 years and has been able to support about 500 small and medium enterprises in the last 5 years. 2 years ago, one of our PUM experts, Johan de Visser, who is also branch manager at Albert Heijn, went to Indonesia to a farmers cooperative called Al-Ittifaq. So Johan did not only support Al-Ittifaq with his practical knowledge, he also introduced Al-Ittifaq to the Dutch seed company Rijkswaan.
Yes, I went to Indonesia, a country of 275 million people, and I met Al-Ittifaq in Alamanda in the highlands of Bandung, 50 kilometers from Bandung, and I saw a unique community of 270 farmers and based in an Islamic boarding school and with a fully integrated value chain supplying to the supermarkets. And I was asked to help them to improve the quality, to develop new products, to look at the good manufacturing practices, and to hire the harvest and the results. And I was very glad to see that the people were eager to learn, very eager to implement the advices, and it was possible for PUM to help them also financially with a grant to recover the greenhouse in that place, in the central place. So yes, and I went back in 2019 to see the results, and they were they improved very quickly. There are a lot of opportunities in the fresh vegetable markets to bring more safe foods, more added value products. It's a big opportunity in Indonesia. They are in urgent need of more fresh and safety food. And I know the CEO from Super Indo, that's a supermarket chain in Java, about 180 stores. And it's a part of my company in the Netherlands. So I connected them with each other, and I said to the CEO, yes, you have to look at that very nice cooperative, because they are totally integrated, the whole value chain, with from farmer to the products to the retail. And in Indonesia, it's more common that you bring the vegetables to the open market, and then they sell it and buying and selling in the open markets, and nobody knows where the vegetables are coming from. And now you have a totally integrated chain with more healthy food. A year after, in 2019, they came to the Netherlands for a business link, and it was very nice to show them around. I bring them to the Rijkswaan, Bejo, also the supermarkets, of course, but also to farmers in the Netherlands, to Tomato World, and all kinds of new experiences for them to show how we are dealing with the vegetables in the Netherlands and how sophisticated we are doing that good manufacturing practices. Because they came to the Netherlands for that business link, I was able to bring them to Rijkswaan, a high quality seed supplier from the Netherlands, and they are experts in tomatoes, a lot of varieties of tomatoes with high results, results of harvest, and also in the sweet peppers. And because we know if you have the right seeds, the right quality seeds, it brings a lot of higher results for your vegetables in Indonesia. In Indonesia, it's very important to bring more fresh foods, more safety foods in the area of vegetables. So it's important for the whole value chain, for the farmers to have more better harvests, for of course the cooperative to bring more money on the table, and also for the retailers to bring safe food to the customers. And Alitifak is a kind of example business model for other Indonesia cooperatives based in the Islamic boarding schools to say, okay, can you translate the business model of Alitifak to your own community? And last year I helped them with remote coaching from the Netherlands via the Zoom and the Teams to find also new cooperatives to copy the business model. I started with a small business mission and now I see the results that it's multiplying to 10 other cooperatives, and it is the goal in the next years to bring it to 45 cooperatives in Java and South Sumatra, and also with the help of PUM program management.
We also have a pre-recorded interview with Mr. Setia Irawan. Mr. Setia Irawan is the CEO of Alitifak Cooperative.
Right now we have cooperated with the Ridwan. In 2019, also Mr. Jos van Knap has already come to Alitifak, and then give a lot of things, a lot of information about how that technology is very important when we want to make a good quality product. In Indonesia, as we know, when the farmers try to cultivate everything, but sometimes we are still hard to find, difficult also. It's difficult to find the market, but because we have a good communication with the Ridwan as a seed company, and also with the Superindo. So it is more simple to us, and then perhaps maybe 2 or 3 months later, it will be, we have a good quality product that has already market for the consumer.
We also have a pre-recorded interview with Mr. Jos van der Knaap. He is Product Development Specialist at Rijkswaan.
Rijkswaan really likes to help small growers getting used to a more advanced way of growing. But in Indonesia, we still have a very limited capacity. So we cannot really help a lot of individual growers. But through Alitifak, we immediately have a group of growers that can work together, that can learn together. And that is really a big advantage. Of course, also it's a good advantage that Alitifak is like an example, function for other boarding schools in the country. So hopefully through Alitifak we can spread the news much broader. I think we can help them to create a continuous supply. I think we have a lot of experience with that, and also with high quality standard. So and for us, I think of course we do sell some seeds, and that is interesting on the short term. But I think the main interest is that we through Alitifak we can create a pool of people that understand horticulture. And I think in Indonesia there's really a big shortage of people that have a practical experience, practical knowledge. And hopefully all these people in the boarding schools and in the cooperatives can be the growers of the future. And so it's really more in a long term, but we think it's important.
Last but not least, on this webinar we have an interview with Mrs. Paula Koelemey. Mrs. Paula Koelemey has been working for a long time at Simon Leveld as a coffee expert. She will tell us some stories about her mission to Vietnam, and we will have an interview about the challenges and the opportunities the Vietnam coffee business is for the Dutch market. If we look to the coffee chain, what's their biggest challenge? Is it growing, blending, roasting, cupping, or is it all?
Actually, well, I think the biggest challenge is growing, because when the Robusta coffees were introduced in Vietnam, it was mainly focusing on the mainstream, the commercial coffees, the commercial market. And for that reason, a lot of chemicals were being used to increase the production. And if you go to the coffee estates in Vietnam and you look at the soil, you see it's like, so much chemicals are being used that the soil is practically dead. There's no insects in it, there's no development, there's no biodiversity. And for that reason, I think Vietnam needs a lot of support and knowledge how to grow sustainable coffee. If you look at coffee traders in Europe, for instance in the Netherlands, and you are looking for organic Vietnamese coffee, you will be disappointed. So I think with the support of agronomists, we can develop sustainable coffee and in particular organic specialty coffee in Vietnam. The second step in the chain is knowledge of the specialty market and knowledge how to roast, blend, pack and brew coffee. And that is what we did in Ho Fung, the coffee company that we supported. We trained the people, we trained the coffee team of Ho Fung in identifying specialty coffees, in developing a blend and developing the roasting profile. Where I see the main potential is coffee growing, so the production, sustainable coffee production. And where I see a lot of potential is bringing roasted coffee from Europe, from the Netherlands, because we have this roasting expertise, bringing roasted coffee to Vietnam, in particular starting a chain similar like what Starbucks and Costa Coffee did in China. Actually, you can look at Vietnam, I hope I do not offend them, as a little China. They're booming, they're developing, the young generation is picking up habits and trends that we can introduce in their society.
Okay.
So I think if coffee roasters focus on a country like Vietnam, there's a lot of business to do.
There's a lot of potential.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential.
Okay.
In this webinar, we have presented various examples of partnerships between Dutch enterprises and PUM that lead to a win-win situation. If you want to know more about this, you can become a member of the PUM Business Circle. This is an exclusive network that will give you more information about upcoming markets and collaboration with PUM. Yes, so we have come to the end of this webinar, and I give the word to you.
First of all, I would like to thank all our guest speakers for participating on this webinar, and of course you all attendees. I very much hope to meet you soon at our PUM Business Circle.